What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Got some pretty crazy news coming out of the sports world. A player that I was a huge fan of. If you guys, follow my channel at all, you've probably heard me say on, numerous occasions, I'm a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. And, this guy, he's a wide receiver. Roscoe Parrish, he did play with the Buffalo Bills for like 7 years. He's been charged. The allegations are just crazy, some domestic violence allegations. And he was charged with aggravated stalking and intimidation. And what they're saying is that he threatened to kill his girlfriend's 10-year-old daughter. It's like, what? You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Like, when you're a fan of someone, it's just nuts sometimes to hear negative things, you know what I mean? But I don't know, there's just not a lot of information out on this story. All that they're really saying is that he, on multiple occasions left notes saying that he was going to kill his girlfriend's 10-year-old daughter. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, domestic violence cases are crazy. I'm not sticking up for them at all in any way. I'm just saying that, in domestic situations, a lot of times when the stories break, you hear the allegations and you're just like, what the heck, you know what I mean? And it's just like, when people don't get along, sometimes I guess, like, we could say they're toxic towards each other. Things just go bad sometimes, and crazy stuff happens, and maybe they just need to get away from each other, you know what I mean? I don't know, like, we haven't heard about Roscoe Parrish much since he's been out of the NFL. I want to say the last, 2012 or 13, I believe, was his last season. And I don't know if you guys remember this guy. He was an exciting player to watch, but he, you know what I mean? He's someone that you might not remember. He, as I said, he was a wide receiver and punt returner, and he also played in college for the Miami Hurricanes. Had a pretty good college career. Get in the comments, everyone, if you guys remember him. All the football fans out there, whether it be the NFL or the college. But he made like the all ACC team in college. And then we drafted him. When I say we, I mean the Buffalo Bills in the 2005 NFL draft. And I want to say, I believe that year we didn't have a first-round pick. We had traded our first-round pick. So he was kind of like our number one overall pick. But, and I mean, not really, but you know what I'm saying. But anyways, he was a small dude. Like, I want to say they had him listed at like 6 foot, $180. And I want to say, I really think he was like 5'11", $170, you know what I mean? Which, you'll see some highlights of him up on the screen, and you see that he was a little dude. But I don't know, he was exciting to watch. He didn't get out there, as a wide receiver that much when he was in the NFL. In the time with the Bills, he had 134 receptions, 1,502 yards, and 7 receiving touchdowns. And then, after Buffalo, he bounced around on a couple practice squads, and then made the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team because their punt returner had got injured, and he didn't really do much there, and that was the end of his career. It was kind of a shame because his last year in Buffalo was like a new regime, and he was with the Bills during some rough times, as you know, and he got hurt in that last season, so he didn't really get to prove himself going into a contract year. But he had some really exciting games in Buffalo when he would return that ball, man. It was exciting. The dude was fast. I mean, you see some of the highlights on the screen playing. There was 2 seasons, I believe it was 07 and 08, or maybe 06 and 07. I can't remember the exact years, but on opening day, he ran back a punt for a touchdown 2 years in a row, once against Denver and once against the Seattle Seahawks. And the Bills, a lot of teams do this. They do something called lead the charge, where every home game, an ex-player, former player who no longer plays football, comes out and leads the charge. When they come out of the tunnel during introductions and everything, that player, is in front of the team. He runs out first, waving the flag and everything like that. And I somehow missed that Roscoe Parrish led the charge. It was either last season or the season before. And while he was in town, he actually, did an interview with the reporter, and she was talking about, like, what was your favorite, moments of your career in the NFL, and he spoke of those, those back-to-back seasons where he ran back the punts for the touchdown on opening day and everything like that. And I don't know, he was just fun to watch. He was a little dude, you know what I mean? He just didn't get out on the field that much as a wide receiver. His size kind of hurt him in the NFL. As we know, guys in college can accomplish a lot, and sometimes it just doesn't pan out for them in the NFL. But he was a heck of an athlete. And it's also kind of crazy, as we heard the allegations that he threatened his girlfriend's daughter. You know what I mean? Since he's been out of the NFL, he's been saying he spends most of his time with his son, because his son is a wide receiver trying to make a run at a football career. He's just graduating college, graduating high school, getting into college. And he plays the same position as his dad, so his dad's trying to give him pointers and work out with them and things like that. You know what I mean? So you could tell he's a caring father. So it's just kind of crazy to hear some news like this. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like I said, when couples don't get along, sometimes it's nuts. When you hear people sometimes talk about that type of stuff, domestic disputes and everything, it just gets crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know. It is what it is. But just wanted to share this news with you guys, see what you guys thought about all this, see if any of you guys remember him. So, during his career, whether it be in college or in the NFL, and, see what you guys got to say. So thank you for tuning in. Get up in the comments. Lots of NFL content coming this year to any football fans who may have tuned into this video. And hit that like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It's Jay Coffee Talk, covering sports, music, news, life, current events, and much more. I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.